Ha ha ha! Who are you supposed to be?
Well, I'm Adam, and I'm the Prince of Eternia.
Really? And what's so special about you, Adam?
Well, fabulous powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, by the power of Grayskull. But you already know that because you're the me of this dimension, aren't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a barbarian who took on the mantle of He-Man. I'm just He-Man all the time.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me you don't change back and forth? You're just He-Man all the time in your universe?
Ha ha ha! Of course! Who would I even be hiding from with that ridiculous disguise? I'm the most powerful man in the universe.
So I don't have to look like this?
That's right.
Oh, we're fixing this right now.
By the power of Grayskull!
Hey, welcome to the 5th episode of KREED'S Modern Mondays. My name's Creed, and today we're taking a look at Prince Adam and the Sky Sled from the Masters of the Universe Origins collection by Mattel. This set was released in the year 2020 exclusively at Walmart, but now in 2021 it's available pretty much everywhere, including Target. The set includes the Sky Sled itself, of course, along with some really cool accessories like this blaster effect and the ability to turn it to an evil Sky Sled. The pack-in figure, of course, is Prince Adam, and as you can see, he looks very accurate to the original show with his purple, pink, and white outfit. Except, why'd they give him a pink sword? That's the one thing I don't understand. His sword was just the normal sword on the show, so why doesn't he just have the power sword? Oh well. There's some pretty nice art on the box, like Teela fighting an unknown enemy here. He may be a new figure, that'd be cool. And then up here at the top, you can see Trapjaw riding a Sky Sled, Faker, and then there's Skeletor riding in on Roton. Of course, in the middle, there's Prince Adam, and then here on the right, you can see a character I don't recognize, Man-at-Arms, and another character I don't recognize. But hey, at least Man-at-Arms finally got to fly the Wind Raider, right? Now here on top of the box, you can see Castle Grayskull, and then there's Stratos flying in, along with Merman, and a guy who looks like Beastman, but isn't Beastman. So maybe a new figure again? That'd be cool. Well, with the front out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the back of the box now, where they've got this really beautiful artwork here at the top. There's a blurb right here in the upper left corner that says, when his friends are in danger, Prince Adam leaps into the Sky Sled and flies into the rescue, which is total bull because he would turn into He-Man, so I don't know who he's trying to fool. Here's a better look at the beautiful artwork on the back of the box here. You've got Beastman, Skeletor, Castle Grayskull in the background, Trapjaw fighting Man-at-Arms, and Adam coming in on the Sky Sled. It's really cool looking, and I love how it's raised up. If you notice, it looks almost embossed. The characters themselves are raised, and they're very shiny, but the background is matte finish, so it looks really cool. Down here below the artwork, there's another blurb that says, modernizing and celebrating the original 80s Masters of the Universe action figures, Masters of the Universe Origins gives you the power to pose Eternia's greatest warriors as retro-style figures or in new action-packed battle positions. And that's one thing they really got right with Origins. It feels like the original line. It really does. And yeah, it has all the bells and whistles that you'd expect from modern toys. They even made it where you could turn the Sky Sleds evil. As you can see right here, there's included pieces you can swap out, so you have good and bad versions of the Sky Sled. Here is the whole first wave from 2020, which I own all of. He-Man, Teela, Man-at-Arms, Skeletor, Evil Lyn, Beastman, Battle Cat, and of course the Sky Sled with Prince Adam. All right, we got the box out of the way, so let's cut this sucker open and get the toy out for the main event. Get these flaps open here, pull out the tray, and real quick, here's a look at it out of the box, just not out of the tray yet. And without further ado, Prince Adam and the Sky Sled. Okay, this is really, really cool out of the box. The Sky Sled looks sick, and honestly, this Prince Adam figure looks really good. I'm surprised. I'm not a fan of Prince Adam, but this is a really good figure. And I have to say, the included stand is excellent. I love how it looks. Of course, it looks like it's hovering off the ground just like it should, and this is a worthy addition. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the Sky Sled itself. As you can see, it's got these really cool guns on the bottom here that were not included on the original. It also has a gun here on the front, which was on the original. However, this one can swivel, which is really, really great. I'm glad they added that to the toy. The head is very similar to the original, as is the detailing and color, but they really upgraded the controls. As you can see, the screen here and the handles are way cooler looking than the original. A lot of the knobs and controls are molded in this time, whereas on the original it was all a sticker. Now just the readout on this one is a sticker. As we come around to the right side of the toy, you can see it's pretty much identical on both sides, but they did add jet engines this time to the back, unlike the original. I wonder if this is ever going to plug in to the back of a battle ram. I think it'd be really cool if they released that as a separate piece, and it would make me really happy. Here on the bottom of the Sky Sled is the hole that you plug into the included stand, as well as a lot of really great molded details. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the stand right now. It is designed to look like a sandy terrain. It's got the clear arm sticking up out of it, and then this, of course, is the peg that you plug into the Sky Sled. It is adjustable, and we'll go ahead and plug it into the Sky Sled real quick, and I'll show you how adjustable it actually is. It fits on very securely, and you have no chance of it falling off. This thing is solid. And once you have it displayed on the base, it is able to swivel any direction you want, a full 360 degrees. You can also adjust it to be flying downward, crashing like that, or flying way up into the air. It's up to you. Including a stand like this is an extra level of value that I didn't expect, and I really appreciate. Thank you, Mattel. It's really great. Now it's time to take a look at the included accessories, like this blast here. It's a little bent, but that's okay. I can boil it later and fix it. But it is designed to plug into the front of the cannon and make it look like you are shooting. It fits into the cannon very securely as well, and it looks pretty good. I'm not in love with it, but I don't hate it. It's neat that they included it, and it does definitely give you some display options. Also included are these extra pieces that tab into the side of the Sky Sled to turn it evil. In addition to these, you also get a new head. This is the evil head. I guess it's supposed to be like a panther. But these things are incredibly easy to switch out. So here on the Sky Sled, there's a tab, as you can see. You just take your thumb, get it right in there, and it pulls out pretty easily. They are secure, but they're also easy to switch. So we just take the other one, and it snaps in very easily. This was a really brilliant idea and a way to sell more than one of these Sky Sleds, because you can turn it evil. And we're going to pop the head off. It's as easy as just pulling it. And then we take the other head, and it snaps into place. I can't stress how easy it is to swap these parts out. They did a really good job designing this. And before we move on, here's a comparison of the good and evil plates on the side and the good and evil heads. And I know you're thinking, does the OG He-Man fit on the Sky Sled? Well, yes, he does. However, he does not actually fit on it in a way where he's attached. If I picked it up, he'd fall off. But he will sit on it just fine. All right, now we're going to take a look at the included figure, Prince Adam, who you probably know. I'm just not a fan of Prince Adam, but this figure is sweet. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at him. We'll go ahead and take his sword out of his hand, and we'll just pose him in a more natural pose. Because, yeah, you can pose these figures, unlike the originals. Don't get me wrong, I love the old school Masters of the Universe, but the posability on this guy is amazing. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Right now we're taking a closer look, and we're going to start by looking at this head sculpt, which, as you can see, is very different than the original He-Man. I don't mind this head sculpt. It's okay, but the new one is definitely different, and they actually rectified this by including the original head sculpt with the battle armor He-Man, as a lot of people wanted that head back. One thing about this figure I think is superior to the original Prince Adam is the fact that his vest is actually made out of rubber and molded. It looks a lot better, it holds its shape better, and it's not going to get dirty and torn up. The belt is also molded in this time, so it's not a rubber band that's easily lost like before. But the color scheme is spot on. It pretty much looks exactly like Prince Adam's outfit from the original cartoon, so that's a plus. The boots are well molded, and the white part right here matches his shirt very well. I think that they did a good job on all of this, and I like that the boots still have the bandage look to them. They actually look like they're wrapped around their feet, much like the original figures. There's also a swivel point here at the boot, but once again, I'm getting ahead of myself. Here on the back of the figure, there's not much to mention except for the fact that I really wish they would have put a thing to hold his sword on his back. That would have been a cool addition, and it's a shame they missed it because the He-Man figure has it. Oh well. And we can go ahead and take a closer look at the sword right now. It's pretty much just a pink version of the Power Sword. It's got a bit of a bow to it, but I can fix that later. I just don't understand this though. Prince Adam carried the regular power sword. It was just a regular sword, at least in color, so I'm really not sure why they included this pink version with him. Regardless though, it does fit in his hand very well, as you can see, and he holds it without any real issue. Alright, now we're going to jump into Prince Adam's articulation, and it's pretty good. So we're going to start down here with the ankle, where he does have ankle rocker, which is a great point of articulation. It also goes up and down at the ankle. Now here at the boot, like we already said, he has a swivel point as well. Knee has an almost 90-degree bend, not quite, but it also has a swivel point at the knee. How sick is that? Now here at the hip, you do have a ball joint, so it can go back, up, around, and all the good stuff. Also here at the waist is a swivel point, so he can look left and right. Here at the shoulder, it can go up as well as out. He also has a 90-degree bend roughly here at the elbow and a swivel point at the elbow. Wrists can flex down and up as well as swivel in place. And finally, the head is on a ball joint, so he can look down, up, left and right, however you want. And that covers all 16 points of articulation for Masters of the Universe Origins Prince Adam. Jean-Claude Van Damme, eat your heart out. Now we're going to take a look at a really cool feature of the Origins figures, and that is that you can pop them into pieces. So basically they are designed that they are mix and match. So here at the leg, you can pull and it pops right off. Yes, that is by design. I didn't break it. It's okay. They also have a point here at their wrist where you can pop off their hands. You can also remove the head. You can also remove the arms. And last but not least, you can take him and pop him apart right here at the waist. This is an amazing feature that obviously was not included on the original figures, and it's designed for more playability. I don't think I'm going to mess with this much, but I can definitely see kids getting a huge kick out of being able to take their figures apart and make all new ones. Whoever thought of this feature, well done. What a great idea. Alright, it's size comparison time. Here we have Prince Adam next to the original He-Man on the original Sky Sled. And while the new one has a lot more thought and design put into it, you're never going to beat the original. Thanks for checking out today's Modern Monday, where we took a look at Prince Adam and the Sky Sled from the Masters of the Universe Origins line by Mattel. Like I said, this figure came out last year in 2020, but it was a bit steep. If I remember correctly, it was $34.99 at Walmart, and I really wasn't going for that. When it ended up at Target this year, it was $29.99, and I almost bought one, but I waited anyway, and now they're on sale for $14 a piece, so I bought two. Now I'll be able to display one good and one evil. But what am I going to do with that extra Adam figure? Custom Origins Wondar maybe? Anyway, I do a Modern Monday almost every Monday where I take a look at a toy from the last year or two. And on Wednesdays, I do Creed's Collection, which is my vintage show, where I look at my toys pretty much from the 60s all the way up to the 90s. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a thumbs up, drop me a comment, I'll definitely respond to it, and I hope to see you this Wednesday for Creed's Collection, and next Monday for Modern Monday.